Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Jasu and Binu. This episode, we're going to talk about some of the tips and tricks that we use in our everyday makeup routine, and hopefully, they'll benefit you.
Okay, so the first makeup hack I'm going to talk about is how to apply kajal. So most of us just apply kajal on our lower waterline or usually just below it, or some people even use it on their eyelids, and that's all fine. But the main aim of a kajal is to make your eyes look bigger and brighter. So I think just by highlighting the lower waterline is not enough. So I basically discovered this hack a couple of years ago that you can also apply your kajal to the upper waterline all over here. So the kajal I use is by Kiko. So this works best with two looks. One, the no makeup look, where you're not applying a liner. So that is when a kajal is really, really important. And secondly, when you do a smoky eyes, you want eyes to look really deep and dark and smoky. So that is also when a black kajal applied on both the waterlines works really well.
Amazing. So, on the contrary, I'd like to talk about a lighter color contour eye pencil. So these are basically applied just like a kajal, but they're very light in color. So Jasu's eyes are really big and my eyes are really tiny. So I feel like for my eyes, kajal make my eyes look even smaller. So if I use a lighter color like this, it's like a cream baby pink color. And if I use that on my waterline on the bottom, it makes my eye look fuller and bigger and open.
So the next hack I'm going to talk about involves using translucent powder. I usually use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. So you know how you're supposed to apply eye makeup first before the rest of your makeup, just to avoid ruining your makeup later from all of the residue that falls on your cheeks, right? So I am the opposite. I actually like doing my base first, then my eye makeup, just because I like to put on some base on my eyelids as well and match them as the rest of my face, because sometimes I apply eyeshadow, sometimes I don't. So I just like doing it that way. So when I do this, I usually take a good amount of translucent powder and apply a lot of it under my eye. So this does two things. First, it's going to set my corrector and my concealer on my under eye, but also when I do this and apply my eyeshadow later, I can literally just brush off all of this powder and save my makeup on my cheeks and not ruin it from all of the eyeshadow particles that fall on it. So I think that's a really good thing to do. And I actually learned this from my Bua, who's a professional makeup artist. It's like a very good secret.
I'm gonna try that next time.
Okay, good.
All right. The second hack I'd like to talk about is how to make your lips look a little bit bigger, plumper, somewhat mimicking that you have a filler. So basically, this one's really cheap and it doesn't hurt. You don't have to go to a doctor and get yourself injected. But basically, this is a product from Too Faced. You could get this from Sephora and also Too Faced website. It's called Lip Injection Extreme.
Lip injection? What?
So basically, you apply this on, you leave it on for a few minutes. You will feel a little bit of tingling sensation. And at the end of it, your lips are definitely going to feel much more red, plump, and just fuller. Once your lips get plumped, you always should use a lip liner and then put your lipstick on. Your lips are going to look big, flawless. They're going to look like Kylie lips.
Kylie lips.
Okay, so this makeup hack I'm going to talk about is to make your foundation really smooth and really evenly applied on your face. First, apply a moisturizer. So any moisturizer you like, just apply that first and then use a setting powder. So first goes on the moisturizer and then a loose powder or a translucent powder. And then you finish that off with a makeup setting spray. I usually use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And you just wait for that to set for a while and then apply your foundation. So this gives a very smooth look. It has no crease lines and your makeup just lasts 24 hours, even if it's not long lasting.
I still have to try that. I haven't.
I just found out about it and I absolutely love it.
I'll definitely try. Chal, theek hai. The hack I'd like to talk about is how to get a dewy foundation look.
Badum, badum,
So, a lot of foundations usually gives like a very matte, dry finish, but I like my face to look glossy, not oily, but a little glowy. So what I like to do is I always like to mix either like a radiance serum or I like to use some kind of face oil, like a glow face oil, just a little bit mixed with your foundation. And when you apply it on your skin, your foundation looks so flawless. If your skin is oily, I would recommend you use serums instead of face oils.
ah,
It not only applies very evenly, but it also gives you such a nice, dewy, glowy, glossy finish on your face.
wow, that's very nice.
मेरा एयरपोर्ट गिर गया रुक जा या
So our question of the day is, what are some of your makeup hacks you'd like to share with us? And that's it for this week. See you guys next week. Bye.
That's a wrap.